What's up, everybody? I just saw a video on deleting all toxic people in your life and how that you should immediately do that in order to become the best possible version of yourself. That's kind of strange to me because if you actually look at the fact that we're in reality, you really can't delete all the toxic people in your life. I'll give you some examples. First of all, your friends is the easiest way to delete the most toxic people in your life. That's true. However, you will always have new people come along who will take the place of those friends you've deleted out of your life. And whether or not they're a positive influence on your life or a negative influence, you're always going to have people coming and going. And it's up to you as an individual to choose very wisely who you associate yourself with, who you hang around with, and who you bring into the fold, if you want to be cautious like that. Number 2, work. Now, you might have toxic people at work. You might have good people at work. You might have a toxic boss. So, if you want to rid yourself of that toxic environment, if it is toxic for you, and you have toxic people who are downplaying your work and who are making it impossible for you to get ahead and be successful in your career, say you want to either change careers or say you want to go off to another job that you have the same career with. You don't know what people are in that job until you get there. So again, you're going to have the good and the bad. And again, you could have a bad boss or a good boss. Same thing. So, like I'm trying to tell everyone, you can always replace the negative people in your life with as many positive people as you can. However, in any type of setting, you're always going to have people who are negative lurking in the background. And don't forget, most importantly, that you could also be toxic to someone that you know, and they might consider you a toxic person, and some people might consider you a great person and a great influence on their life depending on what you do. Everyone's different in life. We affect everyone as individuals very differently in our lives. So, with that being said, you have to try to keep a balance, so to speak. And you're never really going to get rid of every single negative person in your life, not unless you become how should I say it, like someone who like isolates themselves completely from, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, though. You're just going to be like a loner basically the rest of your life. But you can't do that because you need to associate with people. It's life. You know what I mean? You're going to associate with people when you go out, when you go to the grocery store, when you go shopping for clothes, when you go to the gas station to gas up your car, when you are traveling to an event, and when you're going to work especially. You're associating with your coworkers. So, with that all being said, you're always going to have good people in your life and you're always going to have bad people. Now, when it comes to family, that's a different story. I always have been taught that family and, they're your blood, so blood is thicker than water. However, as family members go, we sometimes all don't get along. Siblings, parents, cousins, nieces, nephews, all that kind of stuff, grandparents. You're never always going to get along either, and you might also have people in your family who are very toxic to your well-being as well. You can get rid of them, but yet again, at some point in your life, you're going to have to address them again. And especially if they're your close siblings or parents. You know what I mean? It just all depends. I've known for years, I for years have, had good and bad relationships with my family. But yet again, especially with my parents and my own sister, I'm always going to have to come back to the plate to deal with them at some point in time if a toxic situation does happen. Because in the end, I love them all and they're my family. So there you go. Now, I know everyone's different, but again, blood is thicker than water in that case. So I hope I've enlightened some people on toxic people in your life. And just remember that you can never truly delete every single person who's toxic in your life. You can do things to better yourself, to make yourself a stronger, better version of yourself by reading, educating yourself better, or just walking around and taking things in and learning from new experiences and opening your eyes up. And that is the best way to stay positive and make yourself the best version of yourself that you can be. However, if you're a negative person and you don't want to grow and do the things like I just said, then you're going to be just like the people you're trying to get rid of. Because if you cannot be a better version of yourself and try to better yourself in life and try to be the best possible person to other people around you and be a good influence to the people who appreciate you, then you're just going to end up to be one of these toxic people that I'm trying to talk about. And yet again, going back to what I'm originally saying, you will never delete all those people out of your life. There will always be people who will challenge you. There will always be people who try to put you down. It happens ever since you've been little, and it's going to continue to happen to you're old. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good one. Stay positive, and I hope to talk to you soon. Peace.